Joining us now, also from the great state of New York, is Dave McCann, BYU play-by-play specialist on the Deseret First Credit Union hotline. Dave, how's New York, man?
It is a beautiful, rainy, soaking wet day.
But you're happy to be there, right? Because it's the NIT Final Four.
Yeah, there's some excitement here. We're at the Marriott Marquis, which is kind of the tournament hub. And right as I speak, they're having a little media gathering downstairs. I just walked out of the room there. And for BYU, Kyle Collinsworth, Chase Fisher, and Nate Austin, the three seniors, are kind of holding court along with Coach Rose. And each team's got a small little contingent sitting at their respective tables. And then they'll move to a more formal setting for a news conference here coming up in just a bit. But, once you get through the chaos that is New York, then you get to feel some of the anxiety and chaos that is a semifinal of a tournament. And so we got both of that going on here.
Dave, the big question on our minds is the health of Kyle Collinsworth. What do you know? What do you see?
I just talked to him a moment ago. He said he's in great shape. He said it's night and day from where he was when we last saw him a couple of nights ago trying to scratch out a performance there at home. He said that he started holding down his food Friday, and he practiced on Saturday. He always has kind of a pregame, kind of a lower-tier demeanor. So he's never really going to get in your face and go, I feel 1,000%. It's just kind of low-key. But in that low-keyness, he made it perfectly clear that he's feeling much better. He lost 12 pounds. He's on the flu diet. You pay a price for the flu diet, but the result is you can drop a lot of weight really fast. But he's been working on getting that weight back, and he looks good. And he's excited to be here in New York and get after a pretty good team tomorrow night.
He lost 12 pounds.
That's a shocking number.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay, this is BYU's second trip to New York City for the NIT semifinals. Do you get the sense that because Dave Rose has done this before and his staffers, that this might be an advantage for BYU this time around?
I'm not sure because, Austin was the only guy who played, and he's played in the last 15 years of games, or so it feels, and he couldn't even remember it. It wasn't that long ago.
That's not good.
Okay. So for the guys, it's new. Of course, Quincy Lewis wasn't on the staff for Dave Rose, but maybe the only thing is they know how to get to the arena, and they're going to practice at the New York Athletic Club this afternoon. So I think they might know a couple spots around town. But this is a really young team once you consider Fisher and Collinsworth, and Austin's been around. But as far as key performers, when a lot of these guys are just kids, and Kafusi and Emery and Celius, it was high school for those guys for the most part back in 2013. So I don't know. I don't think so. I think they take the floor once Springsteen clears his band out of there. They'll take the floor and I think it'll be brand new for all of them, except I guess Coach Rose will know where the locker room is.
Are you going to hit up Springsteen tonight or Iron Maiden Wednesday?
You know what? I'm thinking about Springsteen tonight. Iron Maiden's not high on my list, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the team does. If maybe I will celebrate a victory on Tuesday with Iron Maiden on Wednesday. If not, it'll be another flight back home on Wednesday and back to the real world. So.
You might not make it to Thursday's game though if you go to Iron Maiden Wednesday.
Hey, at least you're at the arena, so
you just stay there.
If something happens and you don't get out of the arena, you just hang around, and then pretty soon the teams will come out and start warming up.
You bring up a great point. Or you could always drop, a couple $1,000s a piece to some ticket distributor and go see Hamilton, right?
Yeah, that's not going to happen. One of my favorite New York moments, and we were talking about it on the drive, on the couple-hour drive from JFK to here, where we're on a different time of day. It's 25 minutes, but anyway. when I was hired as a reporter for Good Morning America when I was a senior at BYU, I came back here and I had a story on the broadcast that morning, and the bellman calls me up and says, "Mr. McCann, would you mind sharing your limo with a guy who's also going over onto the show?" And I'm like, I'm fresh home from my mission. Of course I'm going to share the limo with whoever it is. And I said, sure. So I come down, they open the door, and the guy in a big top hat opens the back of the limo door, and I hop in, and there across the seat from me is one of the only guys on the planet I'm taller than. And I look right at him. He puts out his hand and introduces himself. He says, "Hello, I'm Wolfgang Puck."
Whoa!
And so he and I shared a limo ride through Central Park to the back door of Good Morning America, and he hadn't hit it big yet. He was just coming on to replace Julia Child as the morning show chef for Good Morning America, and then, of course, his career went one way and my career went the other way, and it all started in the same limo. One of my great New York experiences of you never know when you jump into a limo in New York who else is going to be back there.
Dave, great to talk to you. We appreciate the time and the insight into Kyle Collinsworth and the team, and we hope that you are at least having the option to see Iron Maiden when Wednesday night rolls around.
Looking forward to our live pregame show, and talk to you guys tomorrow morning. And hey, they've got it this far. When you consider that Dave Rose has squeaked out 26 wins with this team, it is remarkable. We'll see if they can build on it.
Good stuff. Thanks, Dave. Be safe in New York.
Thanks, guys.